I'm spending some time in the forest to start today. I still can't believe how great this turned out. It is such a nice area to walk through as I get an episode started. The amount of inspiration that comes from walking this path just can't be measured. That's not the only reason why we're starting in here today. Hello, Cheese. I gotta get a dog of my own. We're starting here because I need to ground myself a bit. Today's episode is not going to involve a lot of land. I shouldn't say that. It'll involve a little bit of land. Whoops. For today, we are going to be building a farm, a guardian farm. The reason behind the farm is that we are about to embark on one of the biggest builds, the biggest build that we have done in this world so far. So big that it'll end up spanning a couple episodes. But today, we need to start gathering the materials for that build. The build itself involves a lot of dark prismarine. So step 1 will be that guardian farm, but step 2, we will need a squid farm. We built a glow squid farm last week and it was super easy. So I'm hoping we can find a squid farm that is just as easy, because I do not think we have enough black dye in the slightest. Maybe that's a stack. So that is goal number 2. All that to say, a lot of today is going to be spent in the water. And I'm sure, as you know by now, a salami build can't just be a farm. We have to make it something special. Guardian farms are tough because typically it involves clearing out the entire ocean monument. Hey, Shy Guy. I said, hey, Shy Guy. There we go. Sounded a little sick. But the guardian farm we're building today is deemed the lazy man's guardian farm. And that's fine by me. We can AFK as much as we need to. We'll get enough blocks. But the reason I'm going with this one is because it lended itself the best to being decorated. Now, if we were just making this farm, it would be a very short episode. But we have a lot of resources to gather for the build. To give a sneak preview of the placing of our big build that we're doing all this for, it is going to be right in the shadow of this mountain. I hope to leave the waterfalls behind it. I just think this is going to frame it so nicely, and it'll give our villagers something to look at. But that means we're going to have to carve a path all the way from over there back to here. But before we hop into gathering all those resources and starting on our build, why don't we start today's episode with a commenter tree? I ended last week's, and we did a few more than planned. But today we will start with one. And remember, I pick one comment from every single episode to get added to our world forever in the form of a tree. I think this one is going to get added to where our path will fork off over by the Dragon's Trove. So let me grab some materials and we'll put that together. And this week's random commenter tree goes to Myriad. Thank you for your comment, Myriad. I appreciate it. So, overlooking our ever-evolving landscape here, one of the things that we need a ton of for this build is terracotta, specifically red terracotta. Now, thankfully, we have quite the access to red dye. I think we have more red dye than I may ever need. Yeah, that's most of it there. Iron Farm's still doing good. And I think I've actually already transported most of that chest over to the storage room. So we've got all the red dye we need. We can just get normal terracotta or red terracotta. We also need a little pink, maybe a little orange. I'll have to check. But step 1 is getting to a mesa biome. So to the nether roof we go, and let's go on a little journey. That was a lot of resources, but we should have everything that we need between these 5, 6 shulker boxes here. I wanted to do a couple of things just to make this easier for us. And one of those is getting some invisibility potions so we don't have to worry about the guardians bothering us. So let's get that. I think I went past it, didn't I? Oh no, we need night vision first. Night vision, do that. And then once we get the night vision, I've got a spider eye, fermented spider eye here. We'll be able to turn it into invis. And then we've got some redstone and we will get that prolonged. So wait for that to come up. I need some blaze powder. Uh-oh. Let me go grab that real quick. All right, just stole a couple pieces from downstairs. Let's throw that in there. Wait for our potions to come up. Should be any second now. There we go. Night vision. Throw those back in here. And we'll throw that. So once that's done cooking, we should have some invisibility. We'll throw in a redstone to make it last a little bit longer. And I think that is all we need. We probably should mend up our elytra. So I'll head up to the XP farm and do that in a second. So we're going to work on the Guardian farm first. Once we're finished with that, we'll start the actual build. But I want to make sure that we can get it functioning and working as we're building so we can get those items that we need. Okay, I'm gonna go heal up the elytra and then I will catch you all when we are at the ocean monument. Let's see where this takes us. We've got another portal right over there. Yep, figured that would be the case. All right, time to build up. I'm in danger. I don't know where I'm at, but I must be right below it. Where are we? Oh geez, I'm just gonna keep going up. There we go. I brought plenty of milk just in case. Oh, there we go. Hello. Oh, hello. Okay. Should have brought a door. Let's get out of here. We are not prepared for that. Not right now, at least. Where should we go? We're gonna try to make another portal over there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Uh-oh. 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 Run away. These guys really want me. All right. Okay. Well, we're at the ocean monument. Let's see if we can get this invisibility set up and hopefully we're a little safer. First, let's see if this brings us to the surface. That would be great if it did. Nope. Oh, but I'm familiar with this. I feel like we've had this issue before. Okay, that's all right. We'll figure it out. All right, so I believe we need to take off everything except for our helmet. Nothing in our offhand. Supposedly, that's all we need to do. Okay, I'm gonna fly in and I'll take my elytra off over the monument. Let's see if that works. I really hope it does because now I've got no armor on. Seems like they're ignoring me. Okay, let's get building this farm. Oh, they see me. Yep. Ow. 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 They still see me. That's not good. Well, good thing I spawned. I set my spawn right there. Let's see. So I can't have anything in my hand. That's not great. I think I get it now. Wow. 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 They destroyed me. Oh my goodness. Let me be. Let me be. Let me be. Oh geez. Just trying to get our stuff. Thankfully. Oh man. I wasn't. Oh duh. I was supposed to take out the Elder Guardians first. Okay. Okay. I think we need to get regrouped here. This is my safe space. I was so poorly prepared for this. Okay, we got one Elder Guardian. I think there's 4. So we're just going to try to get those other 3. And then by that time, our invisibility will probably be out. So yeah, we'll roll with it. See what happens. Here's 1. Beautiful. This should be the last one. I think I said 4 before. There's only 3. Great. Okay, that's done. So now the question is, do I go all the way back home for some invisibility potions, a Nautilus, or do I just see what happens? We already died once, so it's not like we're going for some flawless construction here. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Leave me alone, please. Thank you. Uh-oh. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this mining fatigue and then we can see what happens. The funny part is all we need to do is clear this top area and that's it. Then we just need to construct it, of course, but that shouldn't take too long. It's not a super complicated farm. I'm gonna leave a few blocks here for my escape until I'm actually completely safe. Get out of here. Scram. I'm trying to be strong, but these guys are killing me. I probably should just head back and get an invis potion, but I think, oh, I don't know. Might be what we end up doing. Yeah, we're gonna go get some invis potions and we'll make our trip back. This seems to be working so far, so we're just gonna keep going. Place in the first column of scaffolding now, and honestly, this should start to come together pretty quickly. I just have to keep an eye on that invisibility, make sure we don't run out of that. Okay, we got the first bit of scaffolding placed, so now we just need to get some soul sand down. Hopefully we can do this in the next 4 minutes. We thankfully have another one. I think we will be able to finish this farm by time we run out of invis potions. Now the thing that I'm not too sure about is once the farm is built, will it be taking up enough of the guardian spawns to where I will be able to build around it, or will we need to make one more trip back? We may have to. If we do, no big deal. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left. Let's see if we can finish this up. Well, I did not succeed in getting that done in time, but we are just going to we're gonna see what we can do here. You can see that it is functioning how it should. I just haven't put in the water sources yet, so we don't have to worry about getting hit by guardians while we're putting in these last few things. I've completed ocean monuments before, but it was today that I found out how far guardians can actually reach. This is the last chest in the collection system, I think. So let's just go like that, and like that. Okay. We have 3 chests there. We could set something more substantial up, but for now, that is going to do. The last thing we need to do is make these all source blocks. So let's do that. We'll take a perilous journey down there, and fingers crossed. Okay. Moment of truth. We got to get down there. We got to place some kelp. Let's see if this is even going to be possible. All right, down, 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 down. We've got to get in here. Uh-oh. Reset. There are so many. Oh my goodness. Speed run, speed run, speed run, speed run. Please don't look at me. Please don't look at me. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Okay, that was the wrong move. All right, here we go. Slide in right here and just, nope. I'm definitely realizing that we're going to have to make a trip back for more invisibility potions. There is no way I'm going to be able to build this with all these guys around. But I just have a little bit of kelp to place and we are done with this portion. Just trying to get my health back. We'll swoop in, hopefully place what we need to place and get out of there. There are so many guys down there. Go, 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 go. Okay, I placed the kelp. Now I need to break the kelp and put the soul sand back. Okay, that should work. Let's see if it does. Okay, it's actually working. Look at that. It is actually working. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was tough. That was really, really tough. Watching this thing go, it may benefit from us enclosing this, but I am just straight up not going to worry about it right now. What we're going to do is we are going to head back, regroup, get some more food, get a lot more invisibility potions. I'm going to take 6 instead of the 3 that I've been doing. And then we are finally going to build this thing. But I'd call that a success. I'd also rate it 0 out of 10 would not do again, at least not the way I did it. The farm is good. Farm is definitely good, and it's by Mine the Fab. I'll link it down below. but my planning was not it. So we will go head back, we'll get those potions, and then we will get our build finally started. You've got morning salami in this clip. I had to take a little break after that debacle. All fault to myself. I should have prepped better to make that farm. It ended up being a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but that's okay. We're getting a few potions of invisibility. We're gonna get 2 batches, and then we'll head back and we're gonna get this build started the safe way. Batch 1, start making that. So I'm gonna make one more batch here, and we're gonna fly back. We're gonna make a beautiful build. I'm just gonna finish up converting these potions here, and then we are good to go. So instead of making you watch me fly back and forth again, let's just jump into this build. This one was probably the most challenging build I've ever done. The flying ship was a difficult one, but building this was completely different than anything I've ever done. It is the first, I guess, organic build that I've done in Minecraft. I'm so used to just building houses and different sorts of buildings, maybe some landscapes. I guess a tree could maybe be considered organic, uh, but this is a true like Minecraft organic build, and it really challenged me as a builder. But I'm so happy with how it turned out. From a distance, it looks so cool, so menacing. It fully encapsulates the farm, as we can see right here. And it just adds something to the middle of the ocean that otherwise would be completely barren. So, all in all, it was challenging, but it was so worth it. So, we're pretty much done, but I'm running dangerously low on rockets, and I'd love to give you a good view of this thing. So, I'm hoping this will take us to the roof. We'll fly back, I'll restock, and then we can really take a look at this build. Okay, beautiful. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get a real look at this thing now. So, this is, like I said, the first organic build I've ever done. It was definitely a challenge to design, but man, does it look cool. It looks so cool. I love it. It's so different than anything I've ever built, and I do think it looks like a tentacle breaking out of the water. So let's look at the collection system down here. Come on, come on. There we go. So I'm actually at this point, we're going to make a better way to get in and out of here. We go down here. This should be our collection system. I let it run for like an hour, and oh, look at that. We got an ink sac. That's nice. We need those. I don't have the AFK spot completely locked in yet. I have to measure it a little bit more to see where the perfect spot is, but that's not bad. I'll probably AFK this overnight so we can continue to collect that stuff up. Let's see, where do we pop out here? If I just leave that open, how does that look from outside? Yeah, not great. I need to do it inside of the sucker there. So let's clean that up a little bit. I think if we go maybe here, let's give this a try. Yeah, that's less jarring, especially during the daytime. I don't even think you'll be able to tell that that's open. So we can just float right in, collect our goods. And then I believe, unfortunately, the top of the tentacle is like super close to the AFK spot. But unfortunately, I think we are just a little bit off. So we'll have to figure that out. Hello, Editor Salami here. Breaking news. I found the right AFK spot, and I think that it has really helped out the farm. I looked down with the free cam, and it seems like there's a lot more guardians in there. So why don't we break out of here and just take a quick look right into the side here. Ow. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Okay. That was like an hour of AFKing, and it probably quadrupled what I got to the previous hour that I sat around. So good. That is going to get us exactly what we need. Glad we got that figured out. Let's go back to the episode. I also want to take a look at it from a boat just so we can get an idea of the scale of it. All right, so as we're coming out, it should start to appear over the horizon as long as I chose the right. Yep, there it is. Whoa. That's cool. That is menacing. I just love it as a way to hide the farm. I think it's super, super cool. It's super unique. If we had unlimited time and unlimited resources, it would be really cool to just add another 7 of these around for each tentacle. But for what we've done today, I think that's pretty impressive. I'm happy with it. These guardians, I never want to see a guardian again. So actually, I'm just going to politely pick up these ink sacs and then be on my way. I couldn't tell you the last time I completed an ocean monument. So can say now I'm confident the next time I do this, I'll be 100 times better. But oh man, it really tested my Minecraft skills and knowledge. I wasn't too pleased with my performance, but maybe next time it'll be better. So let's head to the top of the build and let's wrap up this episode, as we have found a little bit of success today. And we've gotten one step closer to our build for next week. And that build will be a grand library. I think I said earlier it'll be our biggest build yet. And I guess technically that's probably still true, but it is definitely not the tallest by any means. So I'm looking forward to that one. And I'm really happy with this one. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe consider subscribing, leaving a like, and don't forget about commenting. I pick a random commenter from every video and build them a custom tree. We also just dropped our community Discord last week, and that is in the description. You can actually find a schematic of this build right here if it's something you want to add to your world. You can find that in the Discord. We're starting to grow it a little bit, and I'm happy to have you all there. Everyone's welcome to join, of course. I hope to see you over there. With that said, that's it for today. So thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time.